14 on the injury list. Oh my God, what is going on? Let's talk about it. So Collingwood just released their injury update, and there's 14 players that aren't available. A couple are getting assessed, all right? So let's just say 14 players are unavailable until they become available. There might be a couple that come back into play, and we'll talk about that in a second. But that injury list is so long. I can't remember the last time we had an injury list this long, and to a lot of big name players. And the biggest news coming into this injury list is Jordan De Goey. So De Goey has done something to his groin again. He has groin awareness. I'm aware of my groins. I'm aware of my hamstrings. I'm aware of my elbows, my shoulders, my jaw. I'm aware of a lot of things. But Jordan De Goey is aware of his groin. Did something to it in the third quarter. Obviously, he's got those groin injuries coming through, and he was cleared fit to play, or deemed fit to play. And then he might injure himself again. It is a shorter turnaround time because remember, we've got the game on Friday. So they've said that they're going to give him until the captain's run to make an assessment. I think he won't play. I think he comes out of the team. We'll play the next week against the Doggies. We got the Doggies? Yeah. Against the Doggies at Marvel. So that's one of the biggest things coming out of this injury list, is that we won't see, or more than likely won't see Jordan De Goey because of that groin injury. They're not saying if it's anything serious. It's just a groin injury for now. But we'll see how that sort of develops. The other one coming out is Will Hoskin-Elliott won't be back until King's birthday, which is in 3 weeks or so time. So that's huge as well. That's a low-grade hamstring. Reef McInnes, concussion. So out of last week's game, there's 3 players that definitely aren't playing. Or 2 players. Let's just say Jordan De Goey is definitely not playing, right? There's 3 players that definitely aren't playing. Tom Mitchell, he's expected to return rounds 13 to 16, so he could be up to 6 more weeks out because of a plantar fasciitis injury in his foot. And obviously he had that appendicitis. He was sort of due to play last week, but they kept him back and then kept him back this week. So he's going to do a whole another training block, so a mini preseason, if you will, like what these players are starting to do now. Jamie Elliott, he's rounds 13 to 16. He could be out for another 6 weeks with that vascular problem in his foot or in his leg region. They thought it was his back because he's had a lot of problems with his back, and it's not his back, which is actually awesome that it's not that. It's just the leg. So he's going through specialists and stuff. They're seeing slight improvements, but he could be out for another 6 weeks. What else was there? Aiden Begg is going to be out for the whole season. Oscar Steen won't be able to return until round 18. So we don't have any big ruck stocks right now. There's none. If Mason Cox or Jeremy Cameron go down, what the hell? Or Darcy Cameron go down, you will expect Ash Johnson to come in or Billy Frampton to play a ruck role like they did last year. But we don't have those VFL rucks coming through. I'm hoping that Aiden Begg's season-ending injury to his knee, not an ACL, but just season-ending to his knee, means that we get an extra mid-season draft pick. So we could potentially look at 2, Nathan Murphy and an Aiden Begg pick, which would be great. But there's a couple of other injuries here and there for more players and returning players. The biggest thing is Bo McCreary and Brody Myercheck are potentially returning to play against Fremantle. That would mean that those 2 come in for Reef and Will Hoskin-Elliott. There's probably one person coming in. It could be Ed Allen that debuts. But it's just absolute injury carnage at the moment. And it doesn't look good. But the thing about it, and we've talked about it these last couple of weeks, that everyone plays a role so well that it doesn't matter who goes out. Someone comes in, plays that role fantastically, and we get the wins on the board. As long as we're winning, doesn't have to be pretty. As long as we're winning, that's all that matters. We qualify, we play finals. And everyone from the VFL is playing their role heaps well. Brody Myercheck will be a huge hit if he can get past his assessment. Bo McCreary will be a huge hit if he can get past his assessment. And then someone from the VFL comes back up to replace one of those guys. I do hope it'd probably be a forward if the forwards are going down. It would be nice to see another debutant in Ed Allen, maybe, because he's been killing it in the VFL. But whoever it is, we know that they're going to play their role and play it very, very well. I'm not too concerned with the injuries. I know the injury list looks insane, but I'm not too concerned. And like I keep saying, I think it's just going to be, it's a good test to see our depth in the club. how these young kids are going, because they wouldn't have got this chance otherwise. So out of every negative comes a positive, and this is a positive. Lockie Sullivan, Harvey Harrison, Joe Richards, and all these players coming in from the VFL, and they're playing AFL. They're getting shown that spotlight, MCG, big games and stuff, and it's absolutely incredible for them, for their confidence, and for us, our confidence as supporters. So yes, the injury list is huge, but I'm not overly concerned, and I think that's a very good thing. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on the injury list. Are you concerned? Is it a concerning thing, or are you happy with the sort of way it's going? We get a few players back in the next couple of weeks. Fingers crossed, Jordan Ngoe is all good. Leave your thoughts down below. But until then, like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, stay pets. And until next time, double checkers. I'll swoop you later.